Greetings everyone, I hope you're all well. Today is the 17th of February 23. In the previous videos, 14 and 15, I spoke about this Serissa here, I took some people's advice about root pruning and it kind of backfired on me. So what I've been struggling with this guy is obviously rebuilding his root system, and also dealing with the leaves turning brown. Now this is basically due to humidity. The atmosphere is just too dry for it, and that's why they're going brown. The reason why I know this is because I do have a lot of success with cuttings, and particular off this parent tree, and I'm going to show you the cuttings now. This is a propagator, and I keep all the cuttings in here, and you'll notice that the vent here is actually closed. Now normally they tell you to keep it open, but I've actually been keeping it closed because it keeps the atmosphere in there nice and humid, and it's really helping them root quicker, and it prevents the foliage as well from going brown. They are sat on a heat mat as well, which really does help with the getting like the roots and that. So here's one here, you can see like the nice green foliage. I don't know if you can see that it's green because of the purpley pink light there, but also the Serissas also have, when it gets nice and humid, they have aerial roots, as you can see there, which is really interesting. But yeah, I mean, this one's getting really tall, so I'm guessing he probably needs to be checked for his roots, and he might need repotting. But as you can see, if you look at all of them, they're looking really green and healthy, and that's generally because it's nice and moist in there, as you can see by the leaves. So this kind of gave me the idea to maybe consider options for this guy, and you know, and a solution to try and save more leaf damage. And I had a nice comment from Bonsai Boys, who's another fellow YouTuber and a bonsai enthusiast. So if you go and check out his channel, it's Bonsai Boys, I think it is. I'll spell it for you. So bonsai and then B-O-I-S-E. Go and check out his channel because it's really cool, and he's got lots of stuff. You know, it's just amazing, and he keeps a lot of indoor stuff as well, which is even better because I like indoor bonsais as well. So going back, he suggested putting a bag over it to try and keep it nice and humid. So I've been doing that for the last few days, ever since he suggested it. I thought that's a good idea, I'll try that, and it has helped. It stopped the leaves, like more leaves going brown, and we're actually getting some new growth here as well, which is really cool. So I thought the only downside with the bag was that it was kind of pushing against the foliage, and there was no way of sort of rectifying that, if you know what I mean. So I had to go back to the drawing board and think, well, you know, what's the possible solution here? What can I do? So I thought about a terrarium. So I had a look on Amazon, because I thought, well, you know, I could probably get it next day, and you know, and start cracking straight away. So I did a search for a terrarium, but they were, for the size of them, they were quite expensive. You know, some of them cost hundreds, and you know, and I didn't want to obviously spend too much on it in case it didn't work. But something's telling me it will work, because of obviously the cuttings are working really well. So anyway, I had a look at on Amazon, and there was just so much choice, and the main problem with them on Amazon was that they were too small for this tree. This tree, including the pot, is about 30, let's just say for argument's sake, about 30 centimeters by about, what's that, 18 roughly, just say 19 by about 19 centimeters, and I couldn't find one that was suitable and big enough. The other problem with the terrariums is that a lot of people in the reviews said they were very flimsy and not very robust enough, and also the big problem is they weren't airtight. Now, I know it doesn't have to be super airtight, because you need the plant still needs to breathe like everything else, but like I said with this one, you know, it is pretty much sealed off, and they're absolutely thriving in there. They're loving it. Probably a couple of times a week I do lift it off, and then put it back on again, just to give them a bit of you know, a bit of an airflow. So that's why I thought about the terrarium. But because of how much they are and all the bad reviews on them, I thought, well, you know, that's not going to work. So then I thought, well, breaking it down to the basics, what is it that I really need? And I thought, well, what I need is something like this, but on a larger scale. And then that gave me the idea for a fish tank. So with that, I went to Facebook Marketplace, because, you know, I would rather try and upcycle than, you know, buy something new and, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So I found a few on there, and in the end I found one by a seller, Catherine, and she was a really nice lady. She even reduced the price for me, and she even delivered it, which was, it was so kind of her. And I said, you know, I don't mind coming to collect it, but she was like, no, it's not a problem. So Catherine, you're a star, honestly. Thank you so much for being so cool, really. So yeah, I bought a fish tank, and the beauty of the fish tank will be is that it's completely obviously empty. The lid is also clear, so it's not black, so that means that at least the light can still get in there. And also, being a rectangular shape, I can either have it this way or I can rotate it round. So if it doesn't fit in one way, I can rotate it round. Because initially I am still going to do this, but I'm going to reduce this branch here because it's just too leggy here. There's just way too much. But for now, I'm going to see if I can put it in as is, and take it from there. So I'll show you the fish tank anyway. Oh yeah, okay, well, we're back. So here's the fish tank. Oops, I just get my glasses on because I can't see anything without them. So yeah, this is the fish tank. That's the bonsai in the fish tank at the moment. But as you can see, this is the lid here. It's like a perspex lid. I'm not sure if the sides are perspex or glass, but it doesn't really matter either way. But this is the lid. And as you can see, the bonsai is actually touching the lid, and this is obviously the branch that I want to remove in the future anyway. So you know, that's not going to be a problem, because the beauty of using this fish tank, and like I said, if you have a look on Amazon at the terrariums on Amazon, you'll see that you're quite limited on how you can position them. You know, there's only one way you can position them, but with this one, I'm going to be able to rotate it. So instead of having it like that, I can gently with one hand rotate it, rotate it round this way. Put the little fella in like that, and then we've got loads of room. I can even put some little ones in there as well, some other plants and stuff in there, and then just pop the lid back on. And what I could do is put this side against the wall on my heat mat over there. If I put that against the wall, it'll stop it from falling off. But what I might also do, because these holes here are quite big, and obviously all the moisture and the air, the heat is going to come out of these holes, so I might either try and block them off. I know a couple of guys on eBay that actually cut plastic as well, and I might ask them if they can cut me and use this as a template, and I ask them if they can recut this but without the holes in it, and then that'll be perfect. What I'll also do is I can put some little bonsais in here. I'm also going to put some little pots of water in here as well, so that I won't have to worry about it drying out, because there'll be lots of little pots in here of water for it. And then, like I said, I'll put it on this heat mat here. I might have to move some of these around, but these guys are sort of they should be all right now to take off here anyway. But that's the idea anyway. So what I'm going to do is have a rearrange, and then I'll show you again when I've set it all up. But this was definitely the cheaper option. It was good because it's recycling something, upcycling something, which is great, and it's it's going to do exactly the same job as a terrarium, but probably better, because a fish tank obviously has to be sealed, because it's like silicone sealed to stop it leaking. So that's going to be awesome. What I'm going to do with the lid, like I said, once I get if I can either block those off or get one cut by someone, I can then just put just a couple of little ventilation holes in it. I'll use like a diamond tip drill bit for that, so that it doesn't crack it, and keep it moist as I'm drilling it, because I don't want it cracking or splitting, obviously. So yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'll set it all up, and then I'll show you again, and yeah, and that's that really. Right. Okay, so again, just to show you again, I showed you these cuttings in here of the Serissa and how the green hadn't gone brown because of the moisture. And if I show you these ones, which are just on a heat mat, it's not majorly warm or anything. I mean, it's warm, but it's not too warm. You can see here, the lower ones are going brown at the ends, because it's just obviously getting too warm. Yeah, not enough humidity, so they're drying out, and the same on these as well. So that kind of proves the case that it is a humidity issue. So I've basically put him inside now. I've had to put a kind of a carton underneath the lamp as well to make it higher. I hate this lamp. It's so badly designed. I have to keep a weight on this side, otherwise the whole thing just falls over. I'm guessing it's because this is just too heavy, but what are you going to do, eh? You just have to make do with what you've got, I suppose. But yeah, it does the job likewise, but yeah, that's just, yeah, never mind. So that's the side panel, the actual top there. So this part here I might have to block off, and the back part there, but the bottom bit I might try and leave. If I leave the bottom part, which is like this part here, that'll give it airflow, because obviously hot air rises, so the moisture will rise as well with it. That's my theory anyway. I'm about 100% sure this is going to work, to be honest, because those in there are like they look so happy in there, and as soon as I take them out, they start going brown on the tips there. So this is a kind of a bit of a solution to try, really. Oh, hello, blue, cool, like that. So yeah, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'll put some little pots of water in there, and I'll put some little bonsais in there as well. Like this is a Vicus religiosa that was taken from a cutting of this parent plant there. So I'll put something like that in. I'll also I've got a little variegated Serissa here. I'll put that in because these, again, they're starting to go brown a bit as well, and a few of these. And then I'll show you the final thing when it's done. Yeah. Okay, so I've got loads of yogurt pots here, and again, I keep these and recycle these for cuttings and plants that need some sort of medical assistance. Yeah, we won't go into that. But yeah, for cuttings and things like that. So yeah, if you have your yogurt pots, keep them, recycle them. And what I've done, I've basically trimmed them down so I can get a couple in each side there. And now I'm just going to fill them with some water. Just give me a second. So there's one at the back here. And another one there. I'm just going to want to go to the toilet. Okay, so there. So at least now it's got, that'll probably last a while. Let me just crack that one open a bit more. So that'll keep it going for a while. And what I'm also probably going to do, I might cut a few more down like this and repot some of them so I can get even more in here as well. The more I can get in here, the better, really. That'd be cool. But for now, I'm just going to put a few more in. Chapo here. And this guy. I think that'll do for now. I don't think I'll get any more in there, but that'll do for now. So yeah. Got you. Alright then, so yeah, that'll do for now, and I'll do another update. Maybe in a couple of weeks I'll do an update and show you how it's going. But like I said, what I'm going to do is, once this branch at the back here is grown more foliage, I am going to cut this one back as well. So I'll then be able to just rotate the whole tank round and have it the other way, have it lower down, which would be cool. So there you go. I hope that's been of some use to somebody out there. It's definitely going to help my problem anyway. I think I'm pretty confident this is going to be awesome. Once I get this sorted here, I'll just find something temporarily for now and cover that up, and I'll cover the back one and I'll leave the bottom one open, and I'll see how it goes. Keep an eye on it over the next few days and see if it starts getting a bit misty in there. Once I have sorted this and this bit out here, I will spray it on the inside as well. I'll give it like a fine misting on the inside. So yeah, and I might put a this here is the thermostat for this mat, which is controlled by an automatic controller like one of these here. And what I might do is feed that through the hole at the bottom and put it into the tank or into the soil of this bonsai, and yeah, regulate the temperature based on that, what's going on in there. So alright, so thank you for watching. Please do all that cool stuff for us, like and subscribe. If you don't like it, please drop us a comment and tell us why you didn't like it. You know, I'm trying my best. Yeah, I know, that's all I can say really. Alright, so have a good day, stay blessed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.